There are a lot of atrocities going on right now in this world. And once we have realized about these atrocities, be it kidnapping, be it ritual killing, be it armed robbery, and all of that, once we've seen about this is that in most cases, it's always an inside job. What I mean by this is somebody close to the victim was involved. We have seen a lot of cases. We have heard of boyfriends using their girlfriends for rituals. We've heard of family members plotting out to kidnap a richer family member so they can extort money. We have also seen cases where even children using their own parents for blood money. We have seen a lot of things like this. I've personally heard of a friend that set up his very own good friend so that they can take his new car from him. And the people this friend paid to do this job for him ended up unaliving his best friend, and they were caught and the whole thing was exposed. So many cases like this. And there is one thing that is common with all these people. They are all desperate. They are all desperate for money. And this is why the Bible, Jesus speaking to us, advises us not to be desperate for anything. It's not as if he's saying we shouldn't be hardworking, ambitious, and all of that. No, you can have a goal and be all about that goal. But when you are desperate for anything, desperation has the capacity to open up a door for any possibility. It means it can make you do anything to achieve that thing. And that is why you end up finding these people doing such crimes that usually they wouldn't have done. A desperate business partner, a desperate friend can even betray you because they want that thing they are seeking. Me personally, I'm a young pastor, and one thing I have taught myself is to be wary when it comes to making pastor friends. The moment I see that you're a pastor, but you are desperate to make it, you are desperate to become successful, you want to be successful at all costs, I become wary of you. In fact, I will withdraw from you. The reason today we have so many pastors that are putting hands in a lot of falsehood is not because they were not called. It is because many of them became desperate to make it and they could not wait for God's time. My advice to people is this: if you are not married or you're about to get married, if you are trying to make friends, if you are forming partnership with people, if you are conversing, hanging out with family members and friends and any of this kind of relationship, please, the moment you realize that these people are desperate to make it, you have to be careful for your life. I tell you the truth, there is no boundaries to desperation. That very person that is laughing with you and even helping you, the moment you sense that they are desperate for something, you might be shocked that you might be the next victim in their hearts. So be careful out there. Personally, don't be desperate for anything because it can pollute and corrupt your heart. Secondly, be mindful of being intimate with people who you have noticed to be desperate for anything because they don't mind doing anything to achieve that particular goal. In the beginning, it might look as if they are go-getters, their drive is top-notch, but I promise you, if money is the center of it, you need to be very careful. You need to be very careful. If God is telling us that we should be desperate for nothing, it is because God has seen that one of the problems with humanity is desperation. It can turn us into beasts. It can turn us into something evil. It can turn us into something wicked. Do not be desperate for anything and be wary around those who are desperate for anything. Watch your back.